Nepal is a land where nature and spirituality become one. The air carries the scent of mountains, the wind, and the echo of prayers drifting through space. Every street and every smile holds a quiet grace and deep cultural soul. In Nepal, one discovers not only majestic landscapes, but also a rare sense of inner calm. And from that very feeling begins the journey to explore the most beautiful destinations of Nepal. Located in north-central Nepal, covering 1,710 square kilometers, which extends to parts of Rasuwa and Sindhupalchok districts, the park is a national protected area. It was established in 1976 as Nepal's first Himalayan national park and the country's fourth protected area. While the park includes Gosainkunda and other breathtaking lakes, these lakes were declared wetlands of international importance in 2007 under the Ramsar Convention. Did you know the Gosainkunda Lake is believed to have been created by Lord Shiva? It is believed that he thrust his trident into a mountain to draw water to cool his throat after swallowing poison. The park is spread across a range of elevations, from the mid-hills to the alpine zone, and around the park was declared as a buffer zone, where the park office and local communities work together to manage and protect the area. Home to a whole bunch of different plants and animals, the park covers a huge area that includes everything from subtropical to alpine zones. Likewise, in the temperate zone, you'll see a lot of rhododendron species, oak, silver fir, hemlock, and larch trees. The Nepalese larch is the only deciduous conifer in the area, and it can be found in the national park and a few other places. In the alpine zone, there are open meadows. In summer, those meadows are perfect for musk deer and Himalayan tar. It is also famous for its populations of red panda, snow leopard, clouded leopard, Himalayan black bear, wild dog serow, goral, and 373 species of birds. You'll find three main ethnic groups in the Langtang region: Tamang, Yolmo, and Bhotia. They all trace their roots back to Tibet, and you can distinguish them by the way they talk, their home decor, clothes, accessories, and traditions. Larke Pass is a tall mountain crossing located in Nepal. It sits in the Manaslu area, which is a part of the Himalayas. The elevation of Larke Pass makes the trek challenging because the air is thinner and it can be very cold. Trekkers need to be well prepared to handle the high altitude. At 5,106 meters, Larke Pass offers amazing views of the surrounding mountains, glaciers, and valleys. However, the high elevation brings strong winds and sudden snowstorms, making reaching the pass a significant achievement for hikers. The location and elevation of Larke Pass are important because they make the Manaslu circuit trek special. Climbing to Larke Pass is a memorable part of the adventure, offering trekkers stunning views of Nepal's diverse Himalayan landscapes. The Manaslu circuit trek is a popular adventure for trekkers seeking a quieter alternative compared to the crowded Everest or Annapurna routes. This trek takes you through the remote Manaslu region, offering stunning views of high mountains, lush valleys, and diverse landscapes. It's a great way to explore the natural beauty and rich culture of Nepal. The whole trek usually takes about 13 to 16 days, depending on your pace and how much time you spend in different villages. Either it is about the snow-capped mountains, the beautiful lakes, or a perfect leisure spending place, Pokhara never disappoints the tourists. Pokhara offers a variety of choices for the visitors. Overshadowed by the towering peaks of the Annapurna and Manaslu mountain ranges, Phewa's shore on the Pokhara side is a vibrant street of hotels, bars, and restaurants. From here, you can head out on the water in a colorful boat and visit the Takbarahi Temple at its center. One beautiful fresh lake that is often called the heart of Pokhara sometimes is an approximately 4 square kilometers extensive body of fresh water. The serenity of a still lake perfectly surrounded by impressive peaks of the Annapurna mountain range captures the wonders of the sceneries around these places and is a perfect spot to dream about photographic views. Phewa Lake, situated deep in Pokhara, is probably the most frequented destination in Nepal. This lake is an absolute haven of relaxation from all that's busy in life, as well as a perfect synthesis of natural splendor and serenity. Legend says that a goddess disguised as a beggar was scorned by the people of a Himalayan valley. As revenge, she flooded the valley, destroying villages and drowning those who rejected her, and so forming Lake Phewa, Nepal's second largest lake. With Tal Barahi Temple being an iconic piece centrally placed on a separate island, this lake is religious too. The greatest way to view Phewa Lake, Pokhara, Nepal is to get on board a boat. You should not miss the adventure of Phewa Lake boating when you are there. The lake is perfect for a leisurely boat ride because of its clean and calm waters, allowing you to drift quietly while taking in the breathtaking scenery. You can hire a local boatman to take you on a relaxed trip, or even rent a wooden boat and row it yourself. Chitwan is more than a destination. It's a vibrant encounter with the wild. Set in the lush plains of southern Nepal, this UNESCO-protected region invites you to step off the beaten path and into a world where rhinos roam free, ancient forests echo with bird calls, and culture thrives along jungle-lined rivers. Often called the Green Heart of Nepal, Chitwan offers a striking contrast to the Himalayan highlands. Here, adventure blends with cultural depth. You might spend your morning tracking wildlife through dense sal forest, and your evening watching a traditional tharu stick dance in a rural village. Among all the natural touristic spots, the park is a famous destination for numerous nature enthusiasts. This small landmark has over 10% of the world's bird species and 651 butterfly species. On top of that, there are 208 mammals, 123 reptiles, and 55 amphibians around the nation. The pristine mountain lakes and cascading rivers are home to 230 freshwater fish. Also, the number of floras in the tropical, temperate, and alpine landscapes is unbelievable. Apart from exploration of plants and animals, there are lots of other activities a tourist can do. Whether you want to have a relaxing holiday with your family, have a cultural experience, or plan to do some research in Nepal, this Chitwan Jungle Safari is our best recommendation. Due to the abundance of tourists, the national park has been polluted. However, several efforts have been made to manage plastic waste by banning the use of single-use plastics. Further, the visitors have been encouraged to bring waste or dispose of it responsibly. The national park is bordered by the Narayani River in the north and the Rapti River in the south. The easy accessibility and proximity to other popular tourist destinations in Nepal, such as Lumbini and Pokhara, make the park even more popular. Both local and foreign tourists can enjoy the unique ecosystem and rich biodiversity. Birendra Lake, named after the late King Birendra of Nepal, is a shimmering alpine lake in the Manaslu Conservation Area near the Punyan Glacier. This lake sits surrounded by snow-capped peaks, lush forests, and meandering streams while exuding a sense of serenity and tranquility. On a clear day, you can see the surrounding peaks reflect on its waters. Birendra Lake holds spiritual significance for the local Nubri people who practice Tibetan Buddhism. The lake is named after the late King Birendra of Nepal, reflecting its national as well as local importance. Pilgrims and trekkers alike are often drawn to its peaceful setting, where the silence of the high Himalayas is broken only by the sounds of nature. Small prayer flags and stone cairns can sometimes be seen around the lake, indicating its sacred value to the community. Stay until late afternoon and watch as the lake transitions from bright turquoise to deeper blue. As the sun dips behind the ridge, shadows sweep across the glacier's face and trickle down to the lake, creating a dramatic contrast between ice and water. Upper Mustang is a region located in Nepal's Mustang district, a restricted kingdom until 1992. The region is known as the Forbidden Kingdom and is famous for its rich Buddhist culture and monasteries. Due to its isolation from the outside world, the region has been able to preserve its unique Tibetan culture. Upper Mustang is nestled in the majestic Himalayas and is a hidden gem in Nepal waiting to be discovered. This remote region, once an independent kingdom, offers a fascinating combination of history, geography, and natural beauty that will captivate adventurers and culture enthusiasts alike. Upper Mustang, despite its rugged terrain, boasts a unique biodiversity. The region supports a variety of wildlife, including the elusive snow leopard, Himalayan blue sheep, Tibetan gazelles, and diverse bird species adapted to high-altitude environments. Due to the arid climate, the vegetation here is sparse and dominated by low shrubs, juniper trees, and hardy alpine plants. The Upper Mustang Trek is one of the most exciting treks in the rugged desert-like landscapes in the Annapurna region of Nepal. Trekkers get to experience ancient Tibetan-influenced culture, along with some of the stunning views of the Annapurna Massif. However, with the iconic beauty and experience comes the Upper Mustang Trek difficulty. The Upper Mustang Trek can be completed by anyone with decent physical fitness, prior high-altitude trekking experience and strong determination. This trek is ideal for those looking for a remote setting, peace, and cultural experiences. However, if you have any illness, especially related to the heart, lungs, or breathing, this trek can be really challenging for them. Tilicho Lake Trek is one of the most thrilling high-altitude adventures in Nepal, taking you to the breathtaking Tilicho Lake, one of the highest glacial lakes in the world at 4,919 meters. Tilicho Lake is part of Annapurna Circuit Trek and one of the best side treks. Often trekkers do it when they are doing Annapurna Circuit Trek, and most of the trekkers cross the Larke Pass after they do the Tilicho Lake Trek. The magnificent lake is one of the major attractions in the Annapurna region. Lake Tilicho is surrounded by the high Himalayas, and the highest one is the Tilicho Peak, 7,134 meters. With the spectacular landscapes and high mountains, the Tilicho Lake hike is the best activity that you should do when you trek to the Annapurna Circuit Trek. Trekking to Tilicho Lake is quite harder because of the frequent stone falling from the mountains. The way to Tilicho is amazing because you can see an amazing view of Mount Himlong and Mount Manaslu, together with many other small peaks located on the border between Annapurna and Manaslu Range. The lake is filled with blue glacier waters, and there is no place where you can see the water discharge. Many hikers visit Tilicho Lake, which takes about 3 to 4 days from the Annapurna Circuit Trek to see the immense beauty of Tilicho Lake. Chyamche Waterfall, located along the renowned Annapurna Circuit in Nepal, is a breathtaking natural wonder that draws tourists from all over the world. This stunning waterfall cascades down rocky cliffs, creating a spectacular sight that is both soothing and invigorating. The surrounding landscape is lush and vibrant, with a rich tapestry of greenery that enhances the beauty of the waterfall. The sound of rushing water and the cool mist in the air provide a refreshing escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life, making it a perfect spot for relaxation and reflection. For adventurers and nature enthusiasts, Chyamche Waterfall serves as a popular stop on the Annapurna trekking route. As you hike through the scenic trails, the waterfall becomes a rewarding highlight, offering a moment of tranquility amidst the majestic mountains. The area is also rich in local flora and fauna, making it an excellent opportunity for photography and wildlife observation. Many visitors find joy in the simple pleasure of sitting by the water's edge, soaking in the serene ambience and the stunning views of the surrounding peaks. The magnificent land of Nepal has been blessed with the majestic Himalayas. The Himalaya ranges, with some of the tallest peaks in the world, captivate hundreds of thousands of tourists each year. Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain, has always been the pride of this nation. The path that was first traced by Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norway is now followed by thousands. While base camp trek to Everest is popular, you might be surprised to know that it's not the best Everest viewpoints. Best Everest view can be witnessed from different viewpoints along the Khumbu region that can be explored during the Mount Everest view trek. The breathtaking view of the majestic Everest makes you forget the rest of the materialistic world. Mount Everest's views from the top of the world will rejuvenate your soul for once and forever. For centuries, the Himalayas of Nepal have been known to show people the best version of themselves. Makwanpur is a beautiful district in central Nepal, known for its rich history, natural beauty, and strategic significance. This district serves as a crucial link between the Terai Plains and the hilly regions of Nepal and is located in Bagmati province. This district is home to scenic landscapes, cultural diversity, and historical landmarks, making it an attractive destination for tourists and researchers alike. The district headquarters, Hetauda, is a bustling town that blends urban charm with rural tranquility. With its verdant forests, ancient forts, and diverse communities, this district holds a unique place in Nepal's cultural and geographical tapestry. This district covers an area of 2,426 square kilometers and features diverse topography ranging from the flatlands of the Terai to rolling hills and forested highlands. Elevation varies from place to place, from around 166 meters in the lowlands to 2,588 meters at Daman, which is also a popular hill station. The district has a subtropical to temperate climate, supporting a variety of flora and fauna. Rivers like Rapti, Samurai and Bakaya flow through this district, providing water resources for irrigation, hydropower, and biodiversity conservation. Until recently, Ratanchura VDC in the district was a secluded village comprising of 69 households, most of them belonging to Dalits, who depended on subsistence farming for their livelihoods. But after the village got linked with the BP highway, Sinduli Bazaar, one of the main market areas in the district, is now just 36 kilometers away. What this has done is effectively paved the path for commercial farming in what was once a remote village. The 160-kilometer-long BP highway passes through the Mahabharat range in Sinduli, while connecting Dhulikhel in Kavripalanchok district to Bardabas in Mahotari. Also known as the Sinduli Road, the highway has become the third major highway after the Prithvi Highway and Araniko Highway, linking the Kathmandu Valley to other parts of the country. It has significantly reduced travel time to and from the eastern districts of Nepal. The Pashupatinath Temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva and located on the banks of the holy Bagmati River in Kathmandu, Nepal, is a timeless spiritual and cultural symbol. The name Pashupatinath comes from the words Pashu, which means animal or living thing, and Pati, which means Lord or Master. As a result, the temple's name translates to Lord of Animals or Lord of all living things, reflecting its significance in Hinduism as a holy place, as a sacred abode of Lord Shiva. The architectural masterpiece is designed in the Nepali pagoda style and is embellished with intricate carvings and beautiful decorations that highlight Nepal's rich historical and artistic history. People come from all over the world to visit this holy Hindu shrine and take part in rituals that have been practiced for generations. As one of the four most important religious sites in Asia and believed to be the world's biggest and oldest Shiva temple, Pashupatinath has a strong spiritual impact on many people. Its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site adds to its cultural and historical value. Boudhanath Stupa, also known as Buddha Stupa, is the largest spherical stupa in the world. Located 11 kilometers northeast of Kathmandu Valley, the capital of Nepal, it features a massive mandala covering approximately 6,756 square meters. The stupa's dome has a diameter of 100 feet, stands 141.16 feet tall, and spans 1 hectare, making it one of the largest stupas in Nepal and globally. The area of Boudhanath Stupa is roughly 3 times that of the famous Swayambhunath. Listed in 1979 as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Nepal, Boudhanath Stupa is now among the most important tourist sites in the Kathmandu Valley. Though its date of construction is still being determined, historical records prove its construction around 600 AD. This stupa has been considered the central point of Tibetan Buddhism in Nepal for centuries, and the most important trading center between Tibet and Nepal, the focal point for traders and pilgrims moving between the two countries. It became a major settlement for Tibetan merchants, particularly salt traders. As Tibetan traders settled in the area, they introduced their culture and religious practices, thus turning Boudhanath into a key center of Tibetan Buddhism outside Tibet. This stupa is located on one of the ancient trade routes reaching the Kathmandu Valley from the village of Sanku in the northeast. The unique design of the Boudhanath Stupa includes a mandala, which symbolizes the universe as a sacred geometrical figure. Its main structure includes a huge white dome that symbolizes the womb of the universe. On top of the dome stands the main tower called Harmika, which includes a golden spire or stupa umbrella with 13 levels, symbolizing stages of enlightenment. One of the stupa's most recognizable features is the large painted eyes on the 4 sides of the Harmika. These eyes symbolize the all-seeing nature of the Buddha and are often accompanied by a 3rd eye, symbolizing wisdom. Colorful prayer flags, or lungta, drape around the stupa, fluttering in the wind, inscribed with mantras and prayers that disseminate blessings and positive energy. Tucked high on a hilltop in Kathmandu, Swayambhunath Stupa is a treasure trove of spirituality, history, and lively antics. Famous for its cheeky monkeys and the stunning panoramic view of Kathmandu, this ancient stupa is a must-visit for anyone traveling to Nepal. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, it serves as a spiritual hub for both Buddhists and Hindus. The first thing you'll notice when you arrive at Swayambhunath Stupa is the troop of monkeys that call the temple home. These playful creatures add an unexpected dose of charm to this sacred site. From swinging on prayer flags to sneaking snacks, the monkeys turn your visit into an interactive experience. Sited in the middle of the Kathmandu city, with the demanding 365 strenuous steep steps to the top of the hill, the temple is yet the famed center of faith for both Buddhist and Hindus. As you head up to the stairs in search of the much-awaited stupa, before long, you show up at a square where at the distance, the stupa seems to wait for you. As you walk around the area, it's fun to roll a prayer wheel every so often until you see a large gate where a 12 feet tall Tibetan prayer wheel is housed. Legend has it that suddenly a lotus flower blossomed in the middle of an ancient river. Gradually, the flower spread across the Kathmandu Valley and the mystic river. A large image of Buddha appeared on the top of the lotus and noticed by Bodhisattva, one who is on the path towards Buddhahood, named Manjushri. Eventually, he raised a hill from the river. As the teachings of Bodhisattva says, that one should keep his hair clean and short. However, Manjushri let them grow, touching the ground, and got infected with lice. It's believed that the lice jumped out of the water and turned into monkeys. This let so many monkeys over the hill. Patan Durbar Square is situated at the heart of Lalitpur district, preserving a huge collection of fine art and architecture carved and inscribed on woods and metals by our ancestors. This city is very famous for temples, shrines, statues, monuments, festivals, culture that reflects our ancestors' crafting skills. The boundary of Patan is marked by the ancient Buddhist stupas that were built in 250 BC by King Asoka during his visit to the valley. There are 4 small ancient stupas resembling 4 corners of Patan. It is believed that after King Asoka built these stupas, Buddhism flourished in the valley. The stupas stand firmly at Gwarko, Pulchauk, Kumbeshwar, and Lagankal till now. 3 of the stupas are just mounds of earth with prayer wheel, and the northern one is a beautiful concrete stupa. Patan is considered as the oldest among the 3 cities of Kathmandu Valley. Scholars believe that Patan was a prosperous city since ancient times. Patan was believed to be founded by the Kirat dynasty, expanded by the Licchavi dynasty, and then further expanded and modified by the Mala kings. Patan Durbar Square is a marvel of Nuwari architecture that includes ancient monuments, temples, shrines, statues, and idols. More than 600 stupas, 136 courtyards, and 55 major temples are located around Patan Durbar Square. The floor of Patan Durbar Square is well paved with red bricks since the ancient period. A large group of Newar people live around Patan and are very successful to conserve and preserve their culture and tradition till now. They celebrate numerous festivals, ceremonies, and traditions like their ancestors. The Kathmandu Durbar Square was formerly the palace of the Mala king and later a Shah dynasty palace. It was formerly a political and administrative, religious and cultural hub of Kathmandu Valley. Durbar is a Nepali term for royal palace, and hence the square was designated as the complex of the royal palace takes up the square. The square itself dates back to the 3rd century, although the buildings that enclose the square are between the 12th and the 18th centuries, when they were built by the Mala dynasty. Kathmandu was established as a city by the Mala kings, as a city of scholars, saints, and artists. As the whole of Nepal was unified in the 18th century by King Prithvi Narayan Shah, the square was already occupied by the royal palace until the royal family moved from the old palace to the new palace at Narayanhiti in the 20th century. Tucked away in the lap of the Annapurna Himalayas, Ghandruk village is one of Nepal's most scenic and culturally rich mountain settlements. Located at an altitude of approximately 2,012 meters, this traditional Gurung village offers breathtaking mountain views, warm hospitality, and a gateway to some of the most famous treks in the Annapurna region. The view of the sunrise and sunset arising from behind those towering peaks is what makes Ghandruk a paradise for nature lovers and photographers. It is famous for the well-preserved Gurung culture, traditional stone houses, and warm hospitality. Being the biggest Gurung settlement in Nepal, Ghandruk offers guests an opportunity to experience the lifestyle of the unique customs and traditions of the community. The Ghandruk Gurung Museum provides exhibitions on the traditional clothes and tools of people that offer a brief into the history and heritage of the locals. Ghandruk village is a home to rich biodiversity, nearby forests, unique species of birds, with the vibrant rhododendron blooms in the spring. Ghandruk is one of the most visited villages in the Annapurna region of Nepal due to its serene environment, beautiful mountain scenery, and cultural richness. No tourist should consider their visit to Nepal complete unless they have had a glimpse of Bhaktapur. Bhaktapur has been a center of attraction and admiration since it was set up by King Ananda Dev Malla in 889 AD. A number of centuries have gone by, yet Bhaktapur has remained intact and hasn't changed much in terms of its integrity and authenticity. Bhaktapur is pristine compared to Kathmandu and Patan. Most of the people in Bhaktapur are Nuars, the native inhabitants of the Kathmandu Valley, who are well known for their age-old traditions of art, culture, and excellent craftsmanship. And Bhaktapur is still a beautiful, well-organized and cultural city. Bhaktapur has been inscribed in the World Heritage List since 1979. Of the 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the Kathmandu Valley, 2 are in Bhaktapur, namely Chyamche Temple and Bhaktapur Durbar Square. While Chyamche, the oldest temple in the Kathmandu Valley, is located in a rural setting, the rest of the cultural heritage sites of Bhaktapur are all in the core city area. Of great interest to visitors is Bhaktapur Durbar Square, which was the palatial complex of the Malla rulers during the medieval period. The major attractions of the complex are the famous Golden Gate to the Tilicho Temple, the 55-windowed palace, and several temples, including those of Jagannath, Kedarnath, Rameshwar, and Badrinath. Namche Bazaar is often called a gateway to Everest, which is mainly known as the prominent resting stop for the Everest region trekking. This town lies inside the Sagarmatha National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The location is shaped like a horseshoe and located in a very unconventional position, which is surrounded by stunning mountains like Kongdari, Tamserku, Kusum Kangaru, and many more. Once you enter the nowhere of Namche Bazaar, you will find luxury hotels, lodges including 3 museums, a stupa, a monastery, several cafes and bakeries, and trekking gear shops, banks, and stores. Almost all the trekkers, climbers, and hikers spend at least 2 nights here in Namche as a part of the acclimatization before ascending up to the mountains. Now a major tourist hub in the Khumbu region, Namche Bazaar was once a historic trading center. Tibetan, Nepalese, and Indian traders used to buy and sell goods to each other. Even now, every Saturday, they run a similar market fair, and locals from the nearby villages come to buy and sell things. This Sherpa capital at the foothills of the world's highest mountains, despite its popularity, still retains its ancient culture, practices, and traditions of warm hospitality, friendliness, and the smile of the mountain people are always charming. Namche Bazaar is also called the Sherpa capital, as the town is very famous for the tourists, and this is one of the biggest marketplaces in the Khumbu region, boasting every facility, service, and comfort you could possibly imagine. Visiting Lumbini is one of the spiritual spots in the world. It is one of the most significant cultural and religious hubs, especially for Buddhists. Amazingly beautiful monasteries, built by different countries, following their own national styles, are the center of Lumbini attractions. These monasteries have been built by countries that have faith in Buddhism and have built monasteries in their unique styles, reflecting their nationalities in the actual birthland of Gautam Buddha. Maya Devi Temple is the main attraction of Lumbini. The main spot where Buddha was born is well protected on the premises. This well-known temple is a UNESCO World Site, located in the middle of the sacred garden of Lumbini. The Bodhi tree near the Maya Devi Temple carries historical significance. It is believed that Queen Maya Devi grasped the branch of this tree while giving birth to Siddhartha Gautam. The sacred pond on the same premises is a beautiful pond where Siddhartha is believed to have had his first bath. The mountainous area is a great location to appreciate nature's peace, indigenous Nepalese culture and lifestyle, and local cuisine. Rolpa is the epicenter of the decade-long Maoist insurgency, but today it is known for much else. The hilly district makes for an ideal destination to enjoy the serenity of nature, the culture and lifestyle of indigenous Nepalis, and local delicacies. You may also enjoy a magnificent panoramic view of the terrain, as well as unspoiled wildlife and native inhabitants. Jaljala Pass, Mount Api, Saipal, Dhaulagiri, Annapurna, and numerous minor peaks are some of the stunning sights you'll see on the journey. Takali, Chitri, Brahmin, and Magar ethnic groups are some of Rolpa's most prevalent ethnic groupings. Around 44% of Rolpa's population is Magar, one of 59 indigenous nations recognized by the country's constitution. The community's traditions, culture, and way of life are diverse. The Magar language is commemorated at several sites, notably Liwang, the district capital. Bamboo is referred to as Li in Magar, whereas grassland is called Wang. During a visit to Rolpa, one may see some other exciting and lovely sights. Holeri, a southern gateway to Rolpa, is a famous tourist attraction. In 1996, Maoists stormed a police checkpoint, heralding the start of the People's War. Holeri, at about 2,000 meters above sea level, is a place of outstanding natural beauty. The climate of this hillside bazaar is usually pleasant, which attracts visitors from Terai, particularly during the summer. Manang is a favored stop among trekkers due to its breathtaking trails, particularly the Annapurna circuit. Historically, Manang played a vital role in trade between Nepal and Tibet. Traders transported goods across mountain passes, adapting to the harsh terrain and fostering commercial exchanges. The village has preserved its distinct Himalayan culture, with locals maintaining their language and traditions despite modern influences. Visitors are drawn to Manang, not only for its trekking routes, but also to experience the resilience and unique lifestyle of its mountain communities. It offers a rare glimpse into a world where people thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth, making it a living museum of Himalayan heritage. Situated beneath towering peaks, Manang experiences cold temperatures year-round, ranging between 5 degrees Celsius and 15 degrees Celsius. Winters can be extremely harsh, with temperatures dropping below freezing, while summers remain mild and pleasant. Home to Tibetan Buddhist communities, Manang features prayer flags, stupas, and monasteries that enhance its spiritual ambience. With multiple trekking routes, including Gangapurna Lake and Ice Lake, the village ensures trekkers experience both adventure and cultural immersion. Manang town has an enthralling history, well established in the very old trade routes that once connected Tibet with the lowlands of Nepal and India. Its historical consequence is reflected in the village's design with traditional Tibetan technique stone houses and Buddhist monasteries dotting the landscape. Kathmandu Valley has covered 899 square kilometers of the land of Kathmandu, Lalitpur and Bhaktapur districts, updated last time in province number 3, Bagmati province of Nepal. The bowl-shaped Kathmandu Valley embedded fertile land, valley floor, mountain wall, holy rivers, Bagmati, Vishnumati, Dobi Kola, executing centripetal drainage system into Chobha Gorge. Fulchoki is the highest hill to the southeast. The valley is the home of 7 cultural UNESCO World Heritage Sites: Pashupatinath, Changunarayan Temple, Boudhanath, Swayambhunath Stupa, Kathmandu, Patan and Bhaktapur. It sits at the height of 1,400 meters and has a bowl shape with mountains in its edges. Because of this beautiful formation, Kathmandu was traditionally known as Nepal proper, filled with various exciting and unique cultures. Kathmandu Valley was a lake of serpent where Vipasha Buddha had thrown lotus seed, which bloomed with dazzling light in 6 months. Bodhisattva Manjushri from China visited the valley spiritually to pray for mysterious, self-existent light. Manjushri cut southern Chobha Gorge, wishing for an inhabitable land. The other history of the valley mentions that 200,000 years ago was an immense lake which drained out 31,000 years ago to a tectonic reason. Visitors sightseeing the Kathmandu city can experience diverse cultures coming from different parts of the country. Not to forget the old to modern traditions, the city is jostling with modern technology. The valley was once ruled by various royal dynasties. Thus, the town preserves the palaces as memorabilia of the royal families of the different periods. Similarly, Kathmandu Valley houses many monarchical and historic structures on the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites. Thus, the city not only offers historical insight, but is also a sanctuary for spiritual travelers. With countless temples hiding in the corners of the city reverberates with a solid spiritual ambiance. Pokhara's tranquil beauty has been the subject of inspiration for many travel writers. Its pristine air, spectacular backdrop of snowy peaks, blue lakes, and surrounding greenery make it the jewel in the Himalaya, a place of remarkable natural disposition. Pokhara once lay on the important trade route between India and Tibet. To this day, mule trains set up camps on the city outskirts, bringing goods from remote Himalayan regions, including Mustang. Gurungs and Magars, who have earned worldwide fame as fierce Gurkha warriors, are predominant here. The tourist city is dotted with shimmering lakes, a river, forested hills, picturesque villages, and spectacular views of Dhaulagiri, Annapurna, Lamjung, Manaslu. It is perhaps one of the few places on Earth from where mountains above 6,000 meters can be seen unobstructed from an altitude of 800 meters within the distance of 28 kilometers. Many find Mahapucha's razor-edged fishtail peak piercing the skyline or reflected in the still waters of Phewa Lake to be their most lasting impression of Nepal. Pokhara Valley has in recent years grown as a destination for adventure sports such as paragliding and ultralight aircraft flights. And with boating, bird watching, trekking and mountain biking as other attractions, Pokhara has it all. The diverse land of Pokhara Valley blazoned a hanging garden of the earth. Tengboche Monastery, or Tengboche Monastery, sometimes also known as Dawa Choling Gompa, is a Tibetan Buddhist monastery nestled in the heart of the Khumbu region. Built in 1916 by Lama Gulu, Tengboche Monastery plays a central role in the lives of the local Sherpa community, serving as a place of worship, learning, and celebration. The largest monastery in the Khumbu region, Tengboche Monastery, has stood the test of time, with tragedies such as an earthquake and a fire destroying the sacred site, only for it to rise back stronger each time. Surrounded by famous towering peaks such as Mount Everest and Amadablam, the monastery offers some of the best views of the surrounding mountains. In the early decades, Tengboche Monastery turned out to be the spiritual center of the Sherpa people and started attracting monks from surrounding villages, serving as a place of religious education, meditation, and community ceremonies. Over the years of its establishment, Tengboche Monastery has faced many challenges. In 1934, a powerful earthquake destroyed the original structure, but with the help of the local Sherpa people and international donors, it was rebuilt. However, the tragedy struck again. Later, in 1989, a fire sparked by a kitchen stove reduced the monastery to ashes. Despite these back-to-back tragedies, the collective spirit of the local community and help from abroad led to its restoration in the early 90s. Today, Tengboche Monastery stands as a significant stop for trekkers and climbers on their way to Everest and other trekking destinations on the Everest Trail. The monastery continues to host major festivals like Mani Rimdu, a colorful and sacred celebration of Buddhist teachings with masked dances and various cultural performances. Nepal is not just a destination, but a journey that touches the pristine beauty of nature and the soul. From peaceful villages to sacred spaces amid the mountains, every moment here holds its own meaning. And when one leaves Nepal, they carry not only beautiful photographs, but also the lingering peace that stays within the heart.